Hello friends, enemies, and those still under review. I'm William and I'd like to talk about a tutorial from Beardgames. It's the easiest NPC dialogue tutorial, and as it turns out, for many of you, it's not that easy. For the past year, I've been in the Discord helping everyone debug it one by one. This isn't a sustainable strategy, because I'm trying to focus a lot of my time on my indie game I've been working on. Beardman himself has moved on from this tutorial as he's been working really hard on the flexible combat system for the past 2 years, forever, which is an even better dialogue system built into it already with quests and collectibles and assassinations and hundreds of animations and a bunch of other custom stuff. If you've got decent Unreal experience, I recommend checking it out. But if you're just a beginner, I strongly suggest following his other tutorials before you purchase anything. It's not for the faint of heart. Now moving on to the dialogue tutorial. If you're stuck on part 1 of the video, when you get to the part where you have to copy and paste into the blueprint for the NPC, you've got to remove these 2 bad cast nodes. What this means is it can't figure out what blueprint it wants to call. What you need to do is to cast to your third-person character, or whatever the name of your character is. It could be cast to Paragon or whatever. The text render you need to get rid of and make sure it is the text render variable that you created earlier by following his video. And I broke it. Probably like that. What did I do here? And this is why naming conventions are important. This didn't work earlier because I had changed the name of the collision box to available interaction, which did not work with his component begin overlap from the copy and paste code. That's why it's really important to pay attention to that, guys. It's easy to make that mistake. Alright, now we're going to come down here. We're going to delete this custom event. You're going to look for the activate dialog, event activate dialog. This is the interface that you need. You need this interface icon, any of this to work. We're going to delete player adjustments. We're going to call it back because the event has already existed down further down here. You'll see it in a minute. And we're going to get the interaction that we made. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to come down here. You're going to fix the timeline like he shows you to do. Following along in his video. Back to the event graph. You need to make sure that the create widget here node has the black screen pop-up that you created following along in his video, and I think for part 1 that should cover the fixes. And if you talk to the NPC now, that should go to the camera change. And you're done with part 1. Follow along with part 2 and we'll continue on. And we're back. So you went ahead with option 2 and you copy and pasted more nodes in, as well as went and copied some downloaded folders and merged them into the content folder of whatever project you're working in. Before you do anything else, you need to open up your NPC chat structure that's in the new folder that you copied, that you migrated to your content folder. and change everything that says a byte over to a conversation, NPC conversation options. You need to do that for all of them. Don't push that button. What did I do there? I have no idea what that was. It did not interrupt the video though, so we're going to continue here. All of these have got to be changed to the correct enum type, or you're going to be in for a bad time later on. Is there more? Yes, there's more. Typing. All of those are correct. We're going to save. We're done with the NPC chat structure. Okay, so back into the blueprint for the NPC. We're going to once again get rid of the bad cast node right here. We've got our cast a third person character. We're going to convert to a pure cast. Connect this up. We're going to delete this follow camera. We're going to drag off the third person character output node and get the proper follow camera for the third person character and hook that up. Alright, over here on begin chat. We're not going to do anything with that yet because we've got some issues with the widget that we need to address first. Alright, so don't click create variable here because this will not actually create a variable. It will just do nothing, and you'll end up with a shadow variable in your project somewhere that gives you problems later. So I'm going to hit undo, Control Z, delete this, add a new variable, conversation info, make sure it's the proper NPC chat, make it instance editable because you're going to need that, drag that back out. It's the widget again. Now see if we add NPC dialogue. Now we can create our widget. I know. Which now we can create this. It's kind of strange that I can't hook that up. What am I doing wrong? I'm forgetting something. We'll come back to that in a minute. Because I know I'm forgetting something. Forgetting something. We're going to change this to actor. Oh, I don't remember. That's probably a bad idea. We're going to compile, come back here. Cancel, disconnect. NPC ref. Convert to validated get. What am I doing? We're going to set it. Nailed it, ace that can't be stopped. Hopefully that'll work. Alright, no issues with that. We're going to come over to the dialog. On the begin node here, you need to change this variable type to the NPC chat structure type. Create the variable. I did it again. Promote to variable. There we go. Now we're on. Call begin. This is probably what I was forgetting. Let's see if that works. I apologize if that does not. Alright, now over here we're going to drag out the struct. Delete all the bad ones because you don't need those, and we're going to break. Might not be the right button to send to the message. I'm going to have to check here in a minute because I don't remember. If question, responses. That might work. That might work. But the bad news is, you got to do that to all of these. Message 2, message 2, over to the branch. I think I've done this wrong on the enum. Yeah, we're going to have to check that on his video. I'm sure I've got that wrong. Copy and paste. Message 3 goes there. Message 3. Get the boolean hooked up. We're going to come over here, and on the on message type, we're going to change this from a byte over to a NPC conversation options enum. Change variable type. Plug this here. And now we'll be able to choose our messages. Button 1 goes to message 1. I think. We'll fix it in a minute if I'm wrong. I hope. Maybe. So we're going to replace that conversation message situation there like we did. Alright, message 1, button 1, send to message 2. Button 2, we're going to send to message 3. We're going to send to quest, and then we're going to send to goodbye. Get a copy and paste. delete these out of the way. Alright, so now for message 2, we're going to want to send button 1, or wait, we're going to want to send message to button 1. Yeah, see, I've done that wrong because all of these are button 1. So you want to make sure all of these are button 1. And all of these are going to be button 1. Alright, so we're going to go to message 1, message 3, because this is already message 2 that we're working in. Request and goodbye. Alright, button 1, message 3, button 1. If you guys think this is tedious, you should try to add some of these messages, add new messages. That takes a while. Request and goodbye. We're going to hide unconnected pins just to make it look a little neater. See, like that, compiled. So button 1 should work now at least. Alright. I had a feeling I did that wrong. So yeah, disconnect that pin here where I had it, set that message 1, message 2, set message 3. And then back to fixing. We're going to fix button 2 before we fix button 3. Get rid of all of the bad structs, clean it up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and connect button 3 messages up. We're going to set 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring in our new struct that we made. Alright, we're on button 2, message 1. No. On button 2. I think I'm just confusing myself at this point. I've gone cross-eyed. We're going to go to message 2 because we're already on message 1. 3. Quest and goodbye. And you know this because coming off the true, this are the functions that it's going to. It's a lot, but 3. We're going to set for 2, 3, quest and goodbye. Go 1, 3, quest goodbye. Message 3, button 3. One, 2, quest and goodbye. Alright, message 3, button 3. Message 3, button 3. See how we're doing so far. Compile. Are we almost done? We're almost done. Delete the bad structs. Alright, we're on button 4, message 1. I'm gonna go 2, 3, quest, goodbye. Button 4, message 2. I'm going to go 1, 3, quest, goodbye. Button 4, message 3. We're going to go 1, 2, quest, goodbye. We're going to come over here. We're going to get rid of this in chat. Why can't I get a new one? Okay, so NPC ref for the actor cannot be actor type. So which type is it? Third person character or character object reference? No. Oh. We need to make a NPC object type reference of the NPC that we made. That's what we need to change the NPC ref to. I knew I was missing something. Yay. Compile. Got errors for invalid type structure somewhere. Where? Alright, so that looks like there's still an incorrect invisible conversation info variable somewhere that's in the project. Here we go, on mouse button down, that's where it was. I'm going to replace that one, and we're going to drag out our booleans to see which message that the mouse click should go to. Still something having a problem. That is just fascinating. Alright, so guess I'm going to pause for a minute and figure out how to get rid of the box. Maybe I'll just close that. Open that back up. You are just being a bad person today, aren't you? I don't even have a conversation information struct variable. How dare you give me this problem right now? Alright, I'm going to close the project and open it back up and see what happens. Alright, so restarting the project fixed it. It prompted the questionnaire when you started the engine up on restarting the project where it asked to remove the invalid structure types that were hidden, and you click OK. Now the widget compiles. You can't play yet though because you have to go back into the NPC blueprint and change your NPC ref here that we were setting to your NPC type. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to play in the editor. And the widget also had a white box here for the image. I think it was image 69 was a white box because it didn't load the dialog box here that you need to make sure you have set correctly. And now when you go to your game world here with your NPC, you can fill out your messages. Check the check mark here for the question. That way it'll bring up the response widgets. You could do maybe later or okay, let me have it. You want to select where you want the messages to go to. We're going to go goodbye or to message 2. If we play, yep, Rolly loves chicken nuggets, and I don't blame him because I love me some chicken nuggies too. Alright, so we're going to let me have it. We'll go to message 2. Maybe later we'll leave. I'm going to go back out here, and to make another one as easy as holding down the Alt key and dragging off a duplicate for the NPC. We're going to play with some rotations and move him back there, and we're going to change his message to there's going to be copyright on this probably. And then we're just going to go goodbye for both of them because whatever. Get some emotion in there. Now we're going to come over here to this guy, and now he's got all this to talk about. We're going to leave. Talk to him again. No, that's impossible. Maybe later. Ah, that's great. And that's how the easy tutorial dialogue system is supposed to work when you have all of the fixes in place. The problem is when you copy and paste and import a structure variable, it just doesn't work correctly. So you have to make sure you create the structure and set all of those variables to the correct object types, especially the NPC object type, as I got wrong earlier myself, and stay on top of your naming conventions, and you can get this project to work the way you want it to for whatever you want to do. Good luck, everybody, and goodbye.